Wait, real quick. That's also the reason I didn't send you the new video opening. So.
Yeah. Money make the world go round. I'm trying to get it all right now. Everybody worry about the crown. Big, look, homie, I'm the man right now. Talking to a peon, kind of time we on. Jump roll like the kind of take eons. Got a little buzz, it's time to go beyond. Can't look back, no time to hit rewind. Yeah, she wants to do that class. I'm like, boo, you must ask. They pour way too much in your glass. Just move your hips like a whole up class. Hit the gab, I talk that gas. Strut like up and I walk that shit. When I'm up, that's it. I'ma start living reckless. Get that bag, I'ma walk like this. Yeah, I'ma walk like this. Hit that lane, I'ma walk like this. Walk in the spot, but they all get lit. Flow, let me talk my shit. Every song bang when they drop in hit. Said on the man, post stop, no miss. Over your head, next time, don't slip. Play your part, better read that script. Yeah, I'ma walk like this.
Today's episode of the Wrestle Arc Podcast is brought to you guys by our good friends at Fanatics.com. Make sure you folks check out the WWE shop on Fanatics.com or download the new mobile app. What? I'm gonna kill him. Yeah. So anyway, today's episode of the Wrestle Arc Podcast is brought to you guys by Fanatics.com. Make sure folks check out Fanatics.com, home to the WWE shop. Folks, right now in the WWE shop, you guys need to check it out, folks. We are officially... Fuck, I forgot how many days we are away from Mania, but still. Yeah, that. We are 9 days away, and folks, they already have new awesome merch on the site right now, including Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, the triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk, Gunther and Jey Uso, they have custom t-shirts, a match that's on there later that we're going to talk about, Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair, and so much more, folks. Make sure you folks gear up for WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, and make sure you folks show up either representing your tribal chief, the best in the world, the You Can't See Me Man, or Yeet. Make sure you folks check it out at shop.wwe.com. That is home of Fanatics.com and the new Fanatics app.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode number 171 of the Wrestle Arc Podcast. I'm Pancast here as always. I am here joined by the silver medalist Thomas Noble.
What's up, as always?
The podcast master BWN Radio. Or Podfather. Damn.
I'll go with Podfather, I guess. Why not?
Destiny Cash. I got figure out her nickname.
I hate you.
I'm sorry.
The baddest bitch on the podcast.
Yep.
Okay, I'll take that. And our current
Bitch, I got it.
And our current Wrestle Arc champion, Olette Thomas.
Oh my god,
fuck him.
I showed up. What the hell? I'm here.
So yes, everyone,
I showed up.
we have an ass to tear into, aka you, Tony Khan, later on. But first things first,
Hey,
we have
Tony
to
Khan. I'll get to you later.
review AEW Dynasty.
Do we have to?
We have to.
There's a specific match I have a problem with, and I think everyone else I don't want to talk about.
We also get to talk about Seth Rollins.
And also, we have to crown champion.
That's wrong.
Radio gets to talk about Seth Rollins.
So yeah.
That son of a bitch.
Uh-oh.
He's planting seeds.
We
don't
also
like
have some Mania news that broke today too.
We do.
Yes.
So,
Where do we start?
I'm guessing we can start with reviewing Dynasty.
Let's review Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Dynasty was this Sunday.
capital M-I... Oh, hold on. Hold on. The thing just crashed for me. Hold on. Good? Oh, crap.
I've been waiting for
Alright,
this all day.
alright.
You want to know the
That
worst
went
part?
well.
Alright,
Is
Three
it's not
minutes.
Capital,
Like, besides that,
capital M-I-D, mid.
You're mid.
Noble.
Well,
Go
it
ahead and
wasn't even
finish that.
bad, it was just bad.
Hold on. Let
Yours
Noble
was-
finish this thing. He didn't get a chance to finish what he was
There
saying
we go.
because Peyton interrupted like a bitch.
the triple threat, like you said, is the only good match of this card. Besides that, whole match. I mean, not match. The whole card. Besides that, trash. It's hot feces.
Okay.
To be fair, the Will Ospreay match was decent, but it was just too predictable.
There's one I have.
Well, we thought for Will Ospreay was Kevin Knight.
And what's that? They look good.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin Knight did look good. Will Ospreay, obviously, he looks good. I have to say nice things about him, otherwise Liam shouts at me.
Say
So,
Liam will be here later if you say bad words.
yeah, he will, even if he's asleep, he'll, hear
He'll
me, and
sense
then
it.
he'll get in here. Yeah, he'll sense it, and then he'll get in
They're
here,
talking
and then he'll
shit.
shout at me.
Be like,
Yeah.
I heard you were talking shit about my
And then I'll still call this guy a floppy wrestler and a gymnast. But it was good. The match was decent. It was predictable. Will Ospreay won. He advanced in the Owen Hart tournament.
Yeah, like you said, Kevin Knight, don't show it out of him here. Even though he's now a newly signed AEW star. So,
Or more of a
Yeah,
deal with...
That was decent, to be fair.
As much as I
Well-
would like to talk about it, I didn't watch the paper. Fortunately,
No, he didn't. He was here, though.
I was here. I just didn't.
Yeah, he was here. He wasn't even interested.
I don't remember the match order.
I watched all
Hold on, guys. I gotta
of
Okay.
I
So,
sat through a 40-minute threat match and then that god-awful main event.
like you guys always saw me at the stream. I was chilling with my drinks and popcorn. Pay-per-view.
Yeah, he was having a good time.
Yeah, Noble had fucking drink, popcorn. He was just like, "Yeah, we're in for a long night." Fucking
Angry Orchard.
Yeah, we're in
freaking
for a
Arnold
long
Palmer's tea, a water
the
bottle.
six water bottle.
Oh, we did have
Six
we
fucking
did-
water bottles and popcorn.
we did have the pre-show matches, but we don't care about them. But Anthony Bowen's returned.
Yeah.
He
That's
did,
cool.
yes.
He did.
I mean, that to be honest, that should have been on the main card.
Nah.
Maybe it should have been on the main card, honestly.
Someone in the chat says, anonymous podcast show. If Seth allows CM Punk to be Roman, then Seth should be owe favor with Heyman. Heyman already owes him a favor.
Well, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
no.
get to that.
Yeah,
That's a weirdo
Yeah,
anyway.
we're not
Anyway,
even there yet. So.
not there yet.
so yeah, Ospreay won that. Then we had the AEW World Tag Team Championship match.
Yep.
The Learning Tree members of Big Bill and Brian facing the champions from the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and
I
Shelton
mean,
Benjamin.
that was pretty predictable how that was.
Very.
This match was boring, and they won because, MJF helped them.
I was gonna say
like-
the only thing funny that I saw that came out of that was a gif of MJF just like sitting over the barricade doing weird faces, like like I just did something.
Nice.
But MJF wasn't needed, man. He wasn't needed there.
He wasn't, but you got him.
We were there. I don't know how I feel about MJF with them.
He'll probably tear
But,
that group
yeah.
apart. Give him time.
Yeah, once they help him, he'll bully them. But he tweeted out after the show saying, "We hurt people." So remember that.
Yep.
Okay.
Then we had Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart in the Women's Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
It's predictable.
Mercedes Moné won, as we expected. Julia Hart looked really good. It was a decent match, to be fair.
True, she
Not
did.
the best, not the worst, just a decent match. Yeah. Noble wasn't happy though.
Wasn't happy, but I had to live with it.
And then we had the AEW World Trios Championship match. The Death Riders versus Rated FTR. So,
Ah!
and what I mean, stuff happened here.
Did it?
Yeah, after the match. I mean, the Death Riders retained
Yes.
Yeah.
because Cope speared Dax. I think it was Dax.
Yeah.
By mistake. Then after the match, Dax grabbed Cope and spiked him with the pile driver. That was mean.
Yeah.
Very.
And then they hit him with a concerto. Twice. And
So
they went for the shatter machine.
heel FTR.
Yep.
Yeah, but it was interesting because Dax started to turn and then Cash stopped him. And then he helped him. So yeah, FTR heel. Adam Copeland's dead.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
Death Riders still have the belts.
Well, everyone
Christ.
is thinking that this is going to lead to Cope and Christian reuniting,
Yeah, probably.
but they hate each other.
They'll kiss and make up, it's fine. We've done it
Yeah,
before, they'll do
probably.
it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably.
Then we had the AEW Women's World Championship match. Toni Storm versus Megan Bayne.
I have an issue
Megan-
with that
Oh
match.
my
Megan
god.
Bayne. By the way, Megan Bayne's a beast. Jesus. She's scary as hell.
She
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony won, but the finish was funny.
I have an issue with that
Finish
finish. Really do.
That finish made Bane look so weak.
And you literally like Tony did like zeros and whatever, and then Megan Bayne got out one. And guess what happened here? And I think everybody knows what happens here. Toni Storm wins matches like what any match she does. Dangerous move in professional wrestling, the fucking roll up, which made Megan Bayne so what's the word looking for? Weak.
Yeah, I don't get it. Why do you have a kick out of her finisher and then have a pin by a roll up?
It makes no sense at all. You literally made the biggest a big challenger like Megan Bayne weak. I'm sorry, it's just garbage.
Put it up there.
I mean, Tony retained, so that's a good thing.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say
Her comments in the press conference afterwards were funny.
Now, let me say something controversial so I can get out of here.
What's your house order?
Who was the guy that asked her that?
Malcolm.
I forgot what she said, but Tony Khan nearly absolutely died.
Oh, there
Yeah.
once was a man from Nantucket.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had a cock so long you could suck it.
Tony Khan was about to take a drink, but he didn't get a chance. But if he did, he would have choked right there and then.
Every time.
Yes.
Every time he went to drink,
She said something.
Tony said something that made him fucking want to spit his drink
She
out
knows
all
what
over
she's
the place.
doing. She knows what she's doing.
Alma definitely knows what
Oh,
she's
yeah.
doing.
There's
Yeah, I
only
just
one room. There's only room for one Tony in that company, and it's not Khan.
Yeah, I just want to point this out.
Storm.
If you don't like Tony Storm,
Yeah, Peyton.
You
Now-
can go to hell because
now-
this is the greatest gimmick on the planet.
Now,
Oh, she's funny as fuck.
Yes.
not honestly. To be fair, I have started to grow on her a bit.
Oh my
Thunder
god.
tits.
She said something on Dynamite too. I'll get to that later. That was funny also. But yeah, we had that. Yeah. Shitty ending. And then I don't know why this match was on the pay-per-view, to be honest. But we had Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah.
Owen Hart. And Mark Briscoe should not have a back left after what he went through.
Mm-mm.
Yup.
Mark
That
Briscoe
back is
needs to be
broken.
cherished.
Fletcher won, so.
Yeah.
I
Next,
can already feel that.
we had the Ring of Honor World Championship versus Mask match.
Oh my god.
We
Now,
have Chris Jericho.
I have a comment on this.
We have Chris Jericho versus Bandito. If Bandito wins, he keeps the mask and gets the title. If Jericho wins, he keeps the title and gets the mask. It's as simple as that, people. What's your comment, Radio?
Now, I think the learning tree got screwed. This is bullshit.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go
first
again.
off-
The learning tree.
This is all
The
out
learning tree
2.0.
is he won the match, but then Bandito's family got the referee and was like, "There's a baseball bat over there. He cheated." So Aubrey Edwards went over there, got the baseball bat, and then was like, "Oh, he cheated." So she talked to the other ref, and then they restarted the match. I think Chris Jericho lost.
So here's where I get
All
irritated.
out 2.0.
If all the referees listened to the fans, there'd be a whole bunch of matches restarted. Okay.
If all the referees listened to the fans, Aubrey Edwards wouldn't even be
That is true.
But yeah, Jericho won and lost. But he's not the champion anymore.
He's not.
Maybe that's why he walked out.
I wouldn't
Maybe.
blame him.
But yeah, anyway. And then we had the TNT Championship match. Daniel Garcia, who's a TNT champion, completely forgot he was champion because, he's been living on Collision.
Yeah.
With Adam Cole, who's also been
Bye-bye.
living on Collision. And Adam Cole won the TNT title. I mean, yeah.
About time, honestly. First singles title. About time he got one.
Is he gonna live on Collision again? Probably.
Probably.
And then after that, we had what I thought was the best match of the night, but it went way too long. Kenny Omega versus Ricochet versus Speedball Mike Bailey for the International Championship.
Yeah, that is a good match.
Very good match.
Went
It's a
way
good
too
match.
long. The best part about this match was they all slapped Ricochet on his head at the same time.
Bald.
Ah!
I heard that
Bald.
happen. I heard that happen again on Dynamite.
Yeah,
So
but
there was
after the
four
match,
people.
though, after the match, Okada came out after Kenny retained. But something was going on with Kenny because he was asking people for water. He got out there very quickly. Didn't even go face to face with Okada. So I don't know what was going on there. But Okada came out. They built into that match. He didn't call him a bitch, which I'm disappointed with because, that's his whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
AEW. I want you to listen to me right now.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I mean, Tony
If
says
you-
it's for the fans, right?
If you fuck up Kenny versus Okada, you might as well just shut your business down now.
Oh, there you go.
Close the doors.
That's not their main problem. Their main problem is the main event that we got.
Oh,
I don't even care about this
my
event.
god!
Shut up. Because the main event was for the AEW World Championship, or should I say, a briefcase.
Briefcase.
It was for a briefcase. It was John Moxley defending against Swerve Strickland.
I
Now,
don't even care about this
everyone with a
event.
brain cell knew John Moxley was retaining here, but everyone with a brain cell knew he should have lost.
Yeah.
And he won. Because,
The hell?
first of all, Adam Page came out. Adam Page got there. He took out John Moxley, and we were like, yes, okay. You know, Swerve's going to win. And then the lights went out. And we're like, ooh. I thought it was Darby Allin going to jump from Mount Everest into the ring.
No,
But
no,
he's not
no.
even gone up the mountain yet.
No, actually, beforehand, before Adam Page, it was the Death Riders coming out to help to attack Adam Page.
Yeah, but no one cares about them.
It was
We
the
know
ops
they're there.
afterwards.
No one cares about them because we know they're there. We're talking about good people, Peyton. And then the lights went off.
Fucking nowhere.
Then the lights came back on. Who's standing each side of Swerve but the Young Bucks?
The Young Fox.
AK to meet the Young Fucks.
Oh,
Damn. So yeah, the Young Bucks helped John Moxley retain the World Championship. Why?
Oh,
Anyone got a logical answer? Anyone make sense of this?
I don't know.
Oh!
I don't know.
I've been waiting all week to hear that.
That's why this middle finger comes out.
I mean, I don't have a logical answer, and the answer they gave us made no sense. So
It's just
You know.
completely stupid dog shit.
the last time we saw the Young Bucks was in October or November, one of the two, and they were running away from John Moxley and the Death Riders. They weren't happy that John Moxley was, taking over their company. Yet they returned by helping him retain the world title, which is just going to help him take over the company even more.
It's stupid. It's completely stupid.
When we go over Dynamite, I'll tell you the reason that they gave. But no, I can't deal with another 3 months of this.
Oh, boy.
I hate Will Ospreay, but he better take that title off of bloody John Moxley.
It's not Darby. The second logical answer is Osprey.
Well, I mean, Darby's not really a logical answer, to be honest with you. Will Ospreay is the answer to
Osprey
save
is,
that company.
Osprey is the answer to save it.
I mean, Swerve could have been the answer, but Tony was like, nah.
Nah.
Fuck you, Tony Khan.
Oh, and apparently Tony Khan got asked in the press conference, does he take fans, criticism and stuff into consideration? And he said, yeah, we listen to the fans.
Bullshit.
And he said, he said John Moxley, like matches and John Moxley segments and stuff, bring their numbers up, which maybe they do, but no one cares.
No.
Mm.
But yeah, that was
Nobody
AEW
cares.
Dynasty.
Okay,
And that's
hold on a second. I have to respond to that.
Mm.
Where is
Hey.
the proof that John Moxley numbers? Like,
Well, they have the numbers, don't they? So they know.
yeah, but isn't that made public in places? Like,
No.
why isn't?
No, not all the numbers. They just the numbers that go public are just the overall viewership, the average viewership.
I mean, look, we could sit here and say, yes, Moxley was good at some, but I mean, come on.
He doesn't look bothered anymore, man.
Like they're not even trying anymore. And first off, the Young Bucks coming back like that, like what the fuck? Like what is that gonna lead to?
Just
Where's
wait
that
until I tell
going?
you. Let me just tell you the reason they gave. Let me tell you that later. You'll be even more confused.
I feel like I'm about ready to get pissed off this podcast if I hear that.
But
Well, guess what?
beforehand,
We're
He's
getting
gonna
to
be
that.
thrown out anytime soon.
we have ourselves a champion to crown because we have a tie between me, Aled, Des, Ross, Liam, and Raul, who went into this undefeated. While Radio and Noble are tied at 8-1.
I went undefeated in the last AEW pay per view.
And then Vega Vega was 5-4. So those three
Yeah,
are
we don't
out.
talk about Vega, okay?
So let me.
Last name on the wheel wins my
Yep.
title.
All right, Radio, if you may.
Alright, here we go. Last name on the wheel.
I'm refusing to give the title up anymore.
And she's not off to a good start.
Don't know. Dad, I told you, if you lose, blame Vega.
Alright, here we go.
Next
No,
name
no,
off
no.
is
Yes, good.
It's Liam.
Ross.
No,
Nope, it's
Ross.
Ross. Goodbye, Ross.
Will we see the first ever women Wrestle Arc champion?
Rahul.
Please, please.
I mean, to be fair,
What?
Vega's not on here, so.
I
Oh!
can die happy if I win the title.
No,
Right.
you're not taking my title.
Ross.
None of you are. It's my title.
Ross ain't
Yeah,
doing so good.
This is his punishment for not showing up.
He has like what, one name left?
Yeah, he's out.
And goodbye,
And
Ross.
Ross. Ooh,
Yeah.
outside.
Bye-bye, Ross.
But maybe if you show up, you'd be fine.
Ross.
Maybe next time.
Ross got
you
destroyed.
show up.
It's me.
Oh, no.
It's
Oh, no,
me.
no,
It's
no, no, yes, it's
me.
Peyton. Yes. I'm not gonna lose
Let's gonna retain it by
Oh.
fucking.
Please, universe, please. I'm
No,
praying.
no, 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 no.
Wait, we both still have 3 names on there. So there's Liam. Oh
And
no,
it's only
yeah,
have
I'm,
one name.
you know,
I'm not.
It's a
Apparently,
lie.
I
It's a
lost
lie.
somehow.
It's a yeah. Radio, you and Noble had 8-1.
Both pick Swerve.
Oh, yeah.
So you
The
hit
logical
the end
choice.
even more.
Des.
Oh
Yep.
no.
Uh-oh.
Des has 1 name left.
Oh, please, please. Universe, please.
Raul.
Oh. So far, Liam still has all 3.
Yeah. I feel like he's influenced this wheel somehow.
And
Wait,
Goodbye,
wait.
Raul.
Raul is gone.
Payne has 1 name, Des has 1 name, I have 2, and Liam has 3.
If Liam was
Fuck's
I swear to
sake.
fucking God.
Oh no.
Oh wait.
It's a leg.
It's a leg.
Oh
you know,
no.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna come up with a funner way to do this shit. I'm just gonna make like wrestler
whoever wins
characters
this-
in
whoever
2K
wins
and have
this-
them fight.
Shut up. Whoever wins this will defend at WrestleMania.
Des is
Des,
eliminated.
you're out.
Des, no history today.
Oh,
I swear to God,
man,
if
maybe
Peyton
next
somehow
time.
wins this, if Payne somehow
Maybe
wins this,
next
I'm
time.
quitting.
It's rigged.
maybe next time.
No, I'm out.
Goodbye, Peyton.
I'm
Listen,
out.
wait, before you spin it, right? Liam realistically has the most chance of winning, but he also has the most chance of getting his name picked.
Well, we'll see what
True.
happens.
So-
And new
It's over.
Wrestle Arc Champion Liam Warren.
Why do you shout? Honestly,
Fucking damn
you
it!
need to shout. Well, he's defending at WrestleMania, so
Yeah. So there you go.
Where I will be taking the title.
Yeah, right.
Shut up,
Shut
Hank.
up.
Probably-
I can win it. You know what? Fuck y'all.
What do you mean?
Anyway.
We told Peyton
I'm
to shut
gonna
up. You
win
probably
the
could win
title
it.
just to fight
We
y'all.
told Payne to shut up, not you. We want you to win it. We don't want Payne to win.
Yeah.
We don't like him.
Anyway,
Anyway, let's talk WrestleMania, seeing as, Liam's going to be defending at WrestleMania.
what about Mania?
A match got announced.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Which brand?
I actually don't know which band they're on. I think they're on
It's
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
It's Eye Patch Man versus Bisexual Undertaker.
Yes.
Oh.
Now,
God.
in other words, it's Drew McIntyre versus Damien Priest. But because Drew McIntyre has glass in his eye, I call him Eye Patch Man because he wears an eye patch. And Damien Priest is Bisexual Undertaker. So it's Bisexual Undertaker versus Eye Patch Man.
Yes.
Eye patch.
So that got announced. Kevin Owens and the Orton isn't happening anymore.
Yeah, Kevin's injury has taken him out of Mania, which sucks.
Yeah. Legit injury, needs neck surgery. So, I mean, neck surgeries can end people's careers. So let's hope Kevin Owens comes back.
Yeah.
Um,
There was a lot of speculation that this particular injury could end it, but everyone's hopeful that it won't result in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then some matches for certain nights have been announced too because of the t-shirts.
Yeah.
And
Which, I'm gonna pull him back up.
John Cena's been announced for the last SmackDown before WrestleMania.
He's gonna fucking torch.
Next week in Las Vegas, John Cena's going to be on the Blue Shirt.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun.
I'm not gonna lie, these designs that are on the shop right now, holy shit. They are amazing. I might get
Yeah.
one. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Anyway.
Yeah, so that got thingy. That got announced.
Fuck! We forgot to talk about the greatest. There was another match that was announced.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when it's on at all.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
Calm
I'm just
down.
excited. I'm
Calm
excited
down.
to talk about it.
Chill out. That was the best part of Monday Night Raw, but we'll get there.
Dude, it's the greatest part of Mania. I swear to God, if that's not main event material, I don't know what is.
It's not going to main event though, unfortunately.
The Mania's
but-
bullshit. Anyway.
I mean, Mania's bullshit anyway. It's looking like the most boring WrestleMania of all time. No one will change my mind. CM Punk in the main event and Cody Rhodes in the main event. God awful, Jesus Christ. But I lost my train of thought now because I was bullying them too. Oh yeah, the tag titles that the State Profits have apparently are going to be defended next week on SmackDown the night before Mania, and they're not going to make it onto the Mania card.
Whoa.
Wow.
Why?
But they're going to have about 14, 15 matches altogether across both nights.
What?
That's a lot.
I'm
And I'm not going to be here for WrestleMania. So, that's funny.
Believe me,
Heartbreak.
the spreadsheet that I'm making for this Mania is going to be fucking long as shit.
Not really. AEW pay-per-views are longer, more matches than that.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't think there's much more news. I don't think. Oh, Pac left AEW Dynamite last night on crutches. I haven't heard anything about that, but he left on crutches. So that's not good.
Yeah, no, that's not good at all.
Like, I know he's a bastard and we hate the Death Riders, but I don't like people getting injured.
I don't either.
Same.
Why would... Oh, God, that means John Moxley might have to defend the Trios titles. It just gets worse.
Oh no.
God.
Anyway, there's no more news. Now we're gonna hand it over to Des so she can talk about last week's SmackDown.
Last week's SmackDown was in CM Punk's hometown of Chicago. Punk opened the show. He started it with a speech, thanking the crowd, the fans. He even thanked his wife. Then he proceeds to say that he's gonna whip Seth Rollins' ass, and I think he said he was gonna beat down Roman Reigns. At this point, Heyman comes out, tells him he belongs in the in WWE. He belongs in Mania. He deserves it. Asks Punk for the favor to tell him what the favor he owes over him, and says that he's gonna wait. Punk says that he's gonna wait until the tribal chief can make his appearance to say it to his face. What do y'all think about that?
I think CM Punk's a bitch.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
always say that.
I mean, they built up the ending to
My favorite
SmackDown
part
so
of that
much.
whole promo was like he got a mention, and I love that dog. Like he's
Yeah.
awesome.
They were chanting for him.
Yeah, he got his own chant now. He's gonna have his own bloody T-shirt soon.
Didn't he already?
No, he did, but he doesn't anymore.
Oh, this is bullshit.
But no,
Put it
yeah.
back up.
Paul Heyman had a stressful night this whole night, obviously,
Oh
but
God.
he wanted to know the favor, and Punk was like, "No, I'll wait for the tribal chief."
Yeah, we're gonna wait
Oh,
for the tribal.
Oh, Paul, you want me to tell you? Oh, that sucks.
I like how he said, "I'll wait for the tribal chief," and he's like, "I'm not gonna wait for Seth though, just Roman. I'm gonna wait for Roman." But yeah, no, it was interesting. Paul Heyman had a stressful night though.
It was. Next up, after a little commercial break, we had Nathan Frazier versus Ray Phoenix, which this is Ray Phoenix debut to WWE. Not gonna lie, the match was kind of boring. Like, it was a struggle to sit through that match. And then Ray wins it with a muscle buster, which I guess makes him official.
Yeah, he won. He beat Nathan Frazier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The match is
I'm looking forward to
boring.
Ray Phoenix.
I hope that he gets kind of the same push that Penta's kind of getting.
He's facing
it's-
someone tomorrow. I forgot who, but he has a match tomorrow too. So, yeah, good debut. You know, good entrance. Not as good as Penta.
Yeah. I think he could be almost as big as Penta too.
Well, just wait until they team together again. You know.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Yes.
After
Yes.
that match, we get Drew and his new famous eye patch as he
Eye
calls
patch
out
man.
Priest. Eye patch man calls out Priest in a little segment, telling him that he's gonna beat his ass and all that stuff, and then he needs to get his ass in the ring and all that stuff. And this was, I'm pretty sure, what led up to it being announced as a match for WrestleMania.
Yeah. By the way, if people don't know why Drew McIntyre has an eye patch, it's because he got slammed on a car and glass went in his eye,
He got beat up.
Yep.
and then they had CM Punk walk and was like, "Ooh, he'll glass." That was funny.
Now, the next match after that, we had LA Knight versus Tama
Ugh.
Tonga. It's not. It wasn't really entertaining for me. I struggled to sit through that one too. It ends with LA Knight beating Tonga.
Boy, why am I not shocked?
I'm not either.
I don't care about LA Knight.
LA Knight looks like he
You never
wants to
did.
be on some construction.
I did when it was
crew
the TNA.
in the middle of a city.
Yeah, but
I
that's
like
when he had a
the-
button that pretty much went dummy. Yeah.
Yeah. Then James Storm broke it. Best time of my life.
Yep.
So the next part is, well, I'll let Des.
Yeah, it's her show.
The The next match was the WWE Tag Team Titles #1 Contenders match between Motor City Machine Guns, which is Alex Shelby and Chris Sabin, versus Ciampa and Johnny Gargano of DIY. This match was good. I liked this match. It was interesting. It ended with Machine Guns defeating DIY. I think it was a pin on Ciampa, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yep.
But as you
Where
kind
did his hand up?
you kind of skipped over the biggest part of the night.
Okay, well, this isn't in chronological order. I just got what's happening.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry.
This is Destiny watched half the show and couldn't finish it because I was bored out of my mind. So half of it I
Alright,
just saw
my
clips from.
bad. My bad.
Yeah, Raider, you stay over there. You got
I'm
your own show.
trying. I'm trying.
No, you're doing good. Keep going.
No, I also have that there was a Naomi versus B-Fab fight. That was
Yeah, that was a
kind of
squash.
boring. I didn't. Yeah, that was a good. Naomi won, of course, but
Jade
wasn't
came
a
out.
very. She did. She fucking. Pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Naomi ran.
Yep.
And then Jade beat up some security
Yeah,
guards.
probably. And she did, and the security guards probably ran away forever.
Yep.
That match got made official though for Mania.
Yes, that's another match that we've got confirmed. After that, I've got the United States title and contenders last man standing match between Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman. That was a good match.
Who
I
won?
liked that match. Jacob Fatu won, literally with 1 second remaining.
LA Knight's in for a good time at Mania.
Oh, night's done for.
Oh yeah.
LA Knight is cooked.
By the way,
Yeah,
I'm telling
no, I
you
don't
right
think
now,
I don't think LA's gonna win that.
I'm telling you right now, if Jacob Fatu does not win that title, it will be one of the most stupidest decisions Triple H will ever make in his life.
Yes.
Because he's hot, and they need to, pull the trigger when the iron's hot, and they don't do that a lot.
They never do.
So, the only reason I think he loses is Solo. But if that piece of shit gets involved, then I'll find him.
All of a sudden, Solo gets added to the match.
Oh.
If that happens, you're not coming back.
No.
Don't put that into existence. Don't give Triple H ideas.
Yeah. So you're gonna put his head in.
Don't make me sad.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright. I get it.
Okay. Now we get into what I think is the best part of the whole pay-per-view was
Pay-per-view?
the end. When Roman Reigns came out. And he demanded that Chicago acknowledge him,
How'd that work?
which isn't new. He calls upon Paul Heyman and asks him if CM Punk is in the building. Heyman tells him that he is, but, Heyman says, Reigns asks him if he should share a secret with Chicago. Heyman, agrees, says, you should. Reigns proceeds to say Punk shouldn't be back in Chicago and in the main event of WrestleMania 40 run if it wasn't for him. So basically, he said that the whole reason he's in WrestleMania to begin with is because of Reigns.
Facts.
Roman, he calls upon Punk, tells him to come out. Instead, he gets Seth Rollins.
Oh, God.
And fucking Seth Rollins.
He's everywhere.
He's every fucking where.
For sure.
He literally has said that Reigns doesn't like to live in the real world, and when he steps outside of his own little universe, reality gets the better of him.
Damn.
Says you can't ignore Punk, and Punk being the main event of WrestleMania is reality that he's gonna have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is crazy.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. He said Rollins then proceeds to say that he, along with Reigns, want to find out what favor he's looking to ask before he calls Punk down to the ring. Basically, Punk says that Heyman isn't going to be in the Tribal Chief's corner.
Well, where's he
gonna
going to
in his
be?
corner.
What?
Why?
He's going to be in. Punk said that Roman Reigns, Wiseman, is going to be in his corner instead of his corner.
Oh, you
No.
fat bastard.
Heyman, he demands. Reigns demands that Heyman, let him down easy. Heyman starts to cry.
Yeah, what pussy?
He cries and says that he can't tell Punk no.
I can't do that, my tribal chief. I can't.
And then he lands a move on Reigns, and then proceeds to stare down Rollins. And if I'm correct, that's how the pay-per-view ends. I don't know if I missed anything.
It wasn't a pay-per-view.
You knew what I meant.
SmackDown.
Yeah.
I like also how Seth, whilst, Punk and Roman were having their little girl argument they were having, Seth was just chilling, just laughing. You can hear his laugh from anywhere.
He was like,
Yeah, because he knew what he had planned for Monday. But SmackDown overall, it was a decent show. I mean, next week's obviously going to be better because Cena's going to be there. You did miss out the whole Kevin Owens thing.
Oh, about him coming on.
Yeah, Kevin came out and said that obviously, his
He can't.
injury is legit and he's going to have to take surgery and he doesn't know when he'll get to stand in the ring with everyone else again. And then Randy Orton came out. He looked mad, but he also looked upset because, obviously he just wants Kevin to get better, And then, it's funny. He gets in the ring. Nick Aldis tells him, "You're not going to have a match at Mania." You don't tell Randy Orton that.
and then what happened?
Because- Well, he RKO'd him, Radio.
That's a fine.
Well, no, he's already paid the fine.
What?
Because do you remember the last time he RKO'd him? He paid double. He said that's for next time. So Randy planned this like months ago.
Randy knew.
So now the question is, who does Randy Orton face at Mania?
Kind of hoping it's Nick Aldis.
I just want to let Triple H know Radio will be available that night if you want Randy Orton to face him.
Let's go, Legend Killer.
But no, it sucks because Kevin vs. Randy was probably the match I was excited the most for.
But there was one other thing on SmackDown that ended up being very controversial, apparently.
Oh no.
And that was between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
WWE reportedly, I'm not sure if this is true or not. Apparently, they had to cut part of this segment out because it got too real for one of the wrestlers.
They went off script. Legit.
Tiffany went very off script, and
They both
I
went
think.
off script.
Well, let's just say Tiffany brought up the fact that of Charlotte's failed marriages. She's 0-3 in marriages.
Charlotte called herself the Nepo Queen. That wasn't script. Did.
Which, by the way, I also saw another fact. Apparently, Roman Reigns' title reign has lasted longer than all 3 of Charlotte's marriages. Just pointing that out.
Damn.
I thought that was So
Yeah,
then
both went
immediately
off.
after saying that, she got out of the ring, and then of course Charlotte was like, "Then why is Ludwig in my DMs?"
I'm not gonna lie though. If I'm Ludwig and I've got Tiffany, why am I? Why do you even consider going into Charlotte's DMs? You know,
I don't know, but the
You're
but the
going home to
entire
Tiffany.
internet
You
was
don't want her.
the entire internet
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, this man is accused of cheating," and no one believed it.
Yeah, and then Ludwig was like, "I didn't do it." He
I
legit did that.
I really wanted him to say something raw.
Nah, he said something on Instagram. I think I don't know, but he basically said, "I didn't do it."
That would have been an
went off.
interesting
I thought,
conversation.
when they edited it for the YouTube video, they had to take most of it out because it was unscripted. And yeah, there's real beef there. They hate each other. Yeah.
Which is kind of what you kind of want, but at the same time you kind of don't.
Oh, really?
Like you kind of want real beef involved in some of these things because it makes it that much more interesting.
Makes the locker room toxic, though.
It does, punk. Anyway,
Wow.
real glass bite me. Anyway,
Punk is ridiculous. And
which, by the way,
one other thing I found funny. Paul Heyman was backstage, and he was like, "Whatever the favor is, my answer is yes." And then the car came down, and he was like, "Oh, my tribal chief!" And then Seth Rollins get out. Paul's having a tough night.
he is. Which, by the way, happy 1-year anniversary to Punk. It's
Yeah,
his 1-year
yeah.
anniversary since the video of him and Jungle Boy got released there.
Oh, when Tony Khan feared for his life, which was hiding behind a wall.
Yeah, which was Punk was nowhere close to him. So,
Yeah, but anyway, that was SmackDown. It was okay. It was decent. Not the best, not the worst.
yes.
That new ring announcer they have, though, I do like him. He's doing a very good job.
He's doing very good. I can't lie about that.
Very well.
So yeah, now let's move over to Monday to the head show, and this is where Raiders gonna get excited because
Okay,
I mean one thing happened he'll get excited for.
so show opens up, right? Big, right? A video package was shown of what happened last week between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky with Bianca Belair as a special guest ref. Pretty much, Rhea lost. She attacked both women after setting the stage for WrestleMania, right? So the show opens up with Adam Pearce in the ring, which, oh god.
Oh, you see, that's not the first thing you want to see, isn't it? Just a bald guy in the ring.
Yeah, no, you don't want that at all. So he shows up, and first off, he has the women's title, which I'm like,
Yeah.
why do you have it?
Is it a hint that he's gonna win it?
Maybe he is. But anyway, he introduces Io Sky, which, by the way, holy shit.
She broke the internet.
Holy shit.
Let me broke
For all the right reasons. Anyway, me and Noble were in VC, and we were watching it, and I said, "Dude, if she bends over, it's all over."
I
She did a
remember.
body oh,
Everyone will be like, "Liv who?"
yeah,
I
true.
remember
And
this
when-
thing.
Wayne would then show up in like tight jeans and take her count back.
So then Bianca comes out, and she was dressed up in all black, looking very heelish to
Yep.
me.
She was all
But this is where shit gets funny. Ready? Adam Pearce, the smart genius that he is, goes, and representing the Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley.
Michael Cole basically said she's not in the Judgment Day.
Oh, that's what I have written down here. Michael Cole goes, they haven't been together for like a year.
I thought Ripley would have said something.
I thought she was going to too. I was like so excited. But so anyway, All three of them get in the ring. Pierce then makes the big announcement that it's going to be a triple threat match at Mania. Pierce then has the contract out, and he tells all three of them to sign it. Bianca's pissed off because she says, "I won the chamber. I did the special guest ref shit. I did it. I did it all with blood, sweat, and tears. Rhea
She
can just
earned
walk in and do whatever she wants and gets added to the match."
I'm sorry.
I mean, she
but
has a point. She earned it.
Yeah, but at the same time, Bianca's a whiny bitch.
Yeah, but she's also
Yeah, but she's got a
Hey,
point, though.
she earned the title match. Rhea didn't.
Yeah, Rhea lost it.
She lost the title. She lost the rematch.
But she says that she was still pissed off because she lost her two closest friends from tearing each other apart and still overcame that. Then the fans started cheering for Rhea. Belair then went on to say that she's going to go to WrestleMania and win the women's title and will go through Rhea to get it. She then signs a contract. Rhea then grabs the mic, tells her to shut up. Belair shoves the contract into Rhea. Rhea then signs it. Rhea throws the contract at Belair, and she catches it. Sky starts to talk, and then Rhea shoves her out of the way. Sky then throws down the microphone and angrily goes to leave the ring. It looks like she's going to leave.
I kind of hope she wouldn't sign the contract.
Sky then hits a springboard missile drop kick on both Rhea and Belair.
She hit her hard.
She signs the contract, grabs her title, and leaves the ring. And of course, the most dramatic way where she's like, "Yeah, I got it. It's mine. I'm gonna kick both your asses."
See, I'm gonna shit all over this match now.
Why?
As much as I like it, and I think all women should be at WrestleMania, and I personally, I think Bianca Belair should win the match, right? But the whole build has been them disrespecting Io Sky and thinking that she's the third person in the match. She's the fucking champion, okay? They're too focused on each other, and then they're just kind of leaving Io out of it, and I'm like, that's a bit
Which I
disrespectful.
feel like is going to end up being their downfall at Mania.
Yeah, true. I agree with that. But I also think, though, disrespecting your champion and making her look weak, it's not a good look. But if it ends with her winning the match, then it's fine. But I don't know. I just don't like how they've booked Io during the build, to be honest. They've been too focused on Rhea and Bianca. I know, but you want to call Bianca a whiny bitch? Yeah, he plays more of a whiny bitch because all she's done for weeks is whine.
That is true.
But yeah, I just don't like how Io's been, she's just the third person in the match,
Yep, true.
Well,
I think she wins, though.
yeah, so then that match is now official for Mania. It's a triple threat match for the world title.
Adam Pearce
By the way,
isn't in it.
I think he should be special guest ref. That's just my opinion.
They're all going to kill him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So then there was a video package of last Monday on Raw. It was Finn Balor and Dirty Dominic Mysterio beating Braun Breaker and Penta. Finn, Pin, Penta. Yes, right?
First pinfall loss for Penta.
Yeah.
It then became official. Braun Breaker will defend the Intercontinental Championship against not only Finn Balor, not only Penta, but also Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
And Finn was like, yes, yes.
Well, Finn, then we go back to...
I think Dom wins that match. I think Dom wins. I think Dom should win.
I think that'd be great.
Should.
Just like his father. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie. Anyway, so, we go back to the Judgment Day Clubhouse, right? And of course, Finn is like... He's wondering why he's shocked that Dominic was added, and Liv was just like, well, yeah, I convinced Pierce to add him to the match.
She can be very convincing. Have you looked at her?
In which she said, it doesn't matter either way, a member of Judgment Day will bring home the title.
Oh, cute.
Oh, how nice. She's second of the group. Well, Balor then goes on to pretty much diss Dominic. saying how he's not tough enough, doesn't have that killer instinct, says that Mysterio is a loser. Then Balor says that Mysterio can prove him wrong by beating Penta all by himself. Mysterio
Yeah.
looked worried, and then Carlito says he has Mysterio's back, and then he says he went to the Great Mall of America.
Why is Carlito there?
I don't
I
know,
love
but I'm
this
very
guy.
glad he is. We need him.
I love this guy. I mean, they replaced R-Truth with Carlito. It's like the perfect replacement.
Yeah. So
Did he have an apple?
he did. It was
Okay,
red.
good.
I was pissed.
Oh.
So then we get the women's IC title match between Bayley and Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah.
The most deadly move was featured in this.
What would that be?
It was a roll-up.
Oh my god, another one. They saw
For the
Tony
win.
Storm and Megan Bain do it on Sunday, so they were like, we have to do it.
Well, the weirdest part was that Lyra was celebrating. She then goes to shake Bayley's hand. Bayley slaps it away and goes to leave, but then Bayley stops, gets back in the ring, and hugs Valkyria because they will team together on SmackDown for a shot at the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship at WrestleMania 41.
Yeah, and I think they win that title number contenders match tomorrow.
Bailey most likely gonna turn on Lyra.
No, I think they win. I think they go to Mania.
So then we go backstage with Kathy Kelly, right?
Yep.
And she's there with I can never say his last name. Brett something.
Who?
He's a comedian that takes his shirt off on stage and he talks about how he's the machine.
Oh, the guy that was
I
with
love
Otis.
him. He's one of my favorite
Yes.
comedians.
I love him so much, but I can never get his last name right. So
Let's call him.
Anyway.
Let's call him Funny Guy. Call him Funny Guy.
well then Chad Gable pops up out of
Oh,
nowhere.
God. Is he still sick?
He looked at, just by the looks of him. He goes on to say that he's a fan of the comedians. The comedian then says that he's not a fan of his.
Nice.
He's a fan of Otis, and then he takes his shirt off, and him and Otis, they pretty much rip their shirts off, and I was like, oh, okay. Jesus
And I was
Christ.
pissed because the kid at Tozawa didn't do it.
So then we have a backstage segment where it was like Rey Mysterio's walking with LWO. They battle American Made and El Grande Americano. Right?
This is why you're excited.
Oh, dude, I've never been more excited in my life. So then there was a commercial break. We come back, and it's AJ Styles will battle Logan Paul at WrestleMania 41. Okay.
It'll be a banger, by the way.
that's- And of course, AJ was getting interviewed, and of course, who pops up out of nowhere but Karrion Kross, the therapist.
Therapist.
He is. He's just like, AJ, I'm going to be your psychological guy here for me.
Well, I don't think Karrion Kross is going to be much of a therapist next week.
No, because him and AJ are going to face each other.
And AJ said he's going to show him a little bit of the dark side.
Yeah, which, by the way, you better...
Evil way?
Please.
Please?
Please give us evil ways, please. We've been begging for it. Please.
Or just give me evil ways.
So then we got the 6-man tag, in which this great luchador was in the ring.
And
The
Rey Mysterio.
greatest. Yeah, Rey Mysterio was there too, but we don't care about that. He was just a manager. He don't count. So it was LWO versus American Made and El Grande Americano. And you guys ain't going to believe this. Americano is a very smart, tactical wrestler. He puts a piece of metal under his mask. He headbutts Ray, and then he goes and hits a headbutt on, who did he headbutt?
Dragon Lee.
Yeah, he then hits Dragon Lee and gets the win. Smartest man.
Nice.
I mean, the greatest wrestler ever. Okay,
That was smart.
it was great. We're going to talk about why he's even greater here later on in the show. But yeah, people were pissed, and like I guess there was a chant that people were like, "Oh, you're Chad Gable," and then the fans got really loud and started screaming, "No, it's not."
You were one of them.
Yeah, I was. Noble can confirm this. I was screaming it with him.
Yes.
So then we get Gunther. He comes out, right?
Shoot.
And he looks like he's ready to talk. Then Jay Uso comes out, and he's not eating. He's coming through the crowd. He's wearing all black and white. He is pissed.
Yeah, still coming to the crowd
Just-
though.
He doesn't do the yeet. The fans are doing it around him. He's not doing it.
That's doing it.
Uso then gets in the ring, slaps the microphone out of Gunther's hand,
And
takes off his glasses, just staring daggers right into Gunther. And he goes, "Gunther, you have a mother." Gunther looked confused.
yeah, I was too.
I was like, where's he going with this? He then goes on to say, he pretty much asks, what do you talk about? Does she ask about your wife and grandson? What do you eat? You know, regular stuff like that. Uso then says he has a mother too. And she said, why didn't you protect Joshua? Like, or why didn't you protect him, Joshua? Like, why didn't you protect Jimmy? Pretty much. And Gunther's kind of sitting there with a look on his face like, uh-oh.
What?
Like, Jay says he's never felt more hopeless, helpless, pissed off, and damn near scared. But then, Jay realized that he's not afraid of Gunther anymore. The crowd loudly cheers. They start chanting yeet. Gunther looks down and then at Jay. Jay says that before WrestleMania, Gunther can hug and kiss his family. Before WrestleMania, Jay will lay his head down and say a prayer. He'll pray for Gunther, but more so for himself. And then he pretty much says that he's going to utterly destroy. That he pretty much says that he's gonna straight up destroy Gunther at Mania.
So Jay finally put his big boy pants on.
He then throws the microphone at Gunther. Gunther is looking like, oh shit, what did I do?
Big boy pants, Jay.
I mean, I never seen Jay get that serious.
Yeah, but you know he's going to be serious now, and then that next week, and then after he wins, he's just going to yeet again.
Yep. Then the New Day comes out. Yep, which
Oh,
that's a big
God.
deal. Then commercial. Thank God.
Nice.
We come back from commercial. Natalia and Maxine Dupree are in Adam Pearce's office.
Well, they won.
Apparently, they want a match at Mania. Is what
Oh.
he told them good luck on SmackDown. But then Ray walks in
Uh-oh.
and says he wants to face the idiot who mocks everything he stands for. Ray wants to expose the fraud he called El Grande Americano really is. Ray wants
Wow.
to pick the place, WrestleMania. Pierce says it's official.
How did you feel about that?
Ray is gonna get fucking embarrassed, man. He's gonna
Yeah.
get destroyed.
By
Ray,
the best luchador of all time.
you're going up against the greatest luchador ever, and you're about to. Ray, you might as well just retire now. Okay, it's over. It's over, son. All right, you're done for. I don't think Ray understands what he did. He woke a beast.
It's been nice knowing you. Hey.
Well, then we get the World Tag Team Championship match: the New Day and the War Raiders. Yeah, this ended in DQ.
Oh boy.
Nice.
But Kofi and Woods just kept attacking Eric and Ivar until the ref came down and, stopped them.
Oh, did their job.
And then there was a hype video for Cody Rhodes, which, sure. So then we get Penta versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Penta got the win, but then Carlito started attacking Penta from behind.
Oh, Carlito. Oh.
Braun Breaker then comes out. And when I say this man not only did a spear flip, he went flying like goddamn Superman right at Carlito.
Killed him.
Yeah,
Fucking
like
shit.
if we don't see Carlito next week, we know why.
He killed him.
Braun killed him.
But he got
Braun's
some
not even
height.
human. He's not even human.
I'm telling you, he looks like goddamn Superman. Just comes fucking flying out of nowhere, spears him, does a
No.
flip.
Conman took he paused it right when, his head was on Carlito's side. And he posted the picture on Twitter and went, "What a DDT from Carlito."
It kind of looked like it for a minute.
Yeah, but I don't think Carlito felt it like a DDT, though, did he?
Oh,
Yeah, no.
What was worse, that one or the speed one?
That one. That one looked just devastating. Or what about the
That
one he
one,
hit
yeah.
on Sheamus there? That he hit the spear
Yeah.
on Sheamus, remember?
Just don't get in a hang with him, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
yeah. Do not go in the ring with Braun. Again, he is
Um,
not fucking human at all.
So anyway, he would pose with the IC title in the ring, and then Balor would attack him from behind. Balor then holds up the title and taunts Penta, but then Balor doesn't realize that Braun is right behind him, so then he retreats.
Yeah, that Fatal 4-Way is going to be good.
And then we get the drone shot that shows you. And then next week on Raw, it's going to be AJ Styles versus Karrion Kross. Roman Reigns is going to be on Raw Monday.
Uh-oh.
I'm scared.
I'd advise Paul Heyman not to show up.
Well, Paul then comes...
Yeah, he had his
Well-
own segment. What the hell?
Yeah, hold on. I got to... So, American Made comes out on the ring. Chad was just like, yeah, this and that. And then all of a sudden, here comes the wise man, just walks right past him and is just like, gives him a look like, fuck off. Like, I gotta go talk. He then does the whole, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. And then he says, I want to state a couple of things for the record so we can get this out of the way and we can move on to Mania. First item, he says that he's loyal to the tribal chief Roman Reigns. He then says, second item is that he will always be loyal to his best friend CM Punk.
Okay.
Right when we were about to find out what Paul Heyman wanted to make something very clear for WrestleMania, burn it down! And out comes Seth. Seth does his little dance down in the ring, and he's like, yeah.
Jeez.
And then and then Rollins is pretty much like, Paul. Whose side are you on? Will you be on the side of your best friend? Heyman then rolls his eyes as the CM Punk chant started. And then he goes, or will you be the rise man to Roman Reigns? And then fans started chanting OTC. But then Rollins says to Heyman that he's been trying to convince everyone and himself that he can do both at the same time when he can't. He says Roman Reigns didn't give a damn about Heyman, especially when Heyman went through the table. And he was like, oh, they didn't treat you well, did they? They didn't even care, did did they?
Left him with Solo.
Yeah, and then he points out that Punk wasn't there to rescue him. Best friend, love each other, and they are there for one another. Didn't show that 10 years ago. Punk walked out on everyone. He was like, he left you here. Did Punk ever come back and embrace Heyman? No. Punk and Heyman. Pretty much the only time that they really communicated was about War Games, which Rollins was like, I was the first choice, not Punk.
Yeah, true.
And you could tell Paul Heyman was just like, why are you bringing up old shit? He then goes and says that that Punk doesn't love anyone but himself anymore. Rollins says he'll be honest with everyone. He feels bad for Paul Heyman because of all the tears he's been crying lately. And he says that he wants... He pretty much doesn't want Paul near the ring. He doesn't want him anywhere around there. And he goes, no one will be there to save you. It'll just be one quick boot. And he goes, I know how to fix this. Just one quick stomp to the head and you won't be there. And then he starts pushing Heyman. Starts, just being like, I can do this. Like, how far can I go? And then finally, Paul grabs the mic as Seth grabs him and he goes, don't put your damn hands on me. So then Rollins shoves him into a corner, and then guess who comes out?
Who?
It was Punk.
Oh my god, crazy.
But that didn't last long, as Punk pretty much started attacking Rollins, send him over to the tables. They knocked over the Prime Energy station there. Punk then looked like he was getting ready to just stomp Seth's head into the frickin' steel steps. That didn't happen. Rollins avoided. He gets back in the ring. Rollins then hits Punk with a stomp. Punk then is down on the ground. See a bald spot on him, which is why that's in the thumbnail. He did. He had a bald spot. I don't care what anyone says. Then, pretty much Rollins looks like he's sizing up Heyman to do the stomp. He looks like he's going to hit it, but then stops himself and says, now you owe me a favor.
Heyman's like, oh, for God's sakes.
And he's like, God damn it.
And then it ended.
And that was Raw.
You told us not to trust Paul Heyman.
Dude, I still don't. I guarantee you, Rollins, or it's going to be like Punk and Reigns are just going to be sitting there. All of a sudden, like, Heyman will have a chair to hand it to one of them, and all of a sudden he's going to be like, I'm going to hand it to Seth. And then he's going to do an evil shit smile.
He's walking into Mania with Punk. He's walking out of Mania with Seth.
I don't trust him. I don't fucking trust him. I do not trust this man whatsoever.
You and Seth with Paul Heyman?
That's too dangerous. You can't do that.
That's quite scary, actually.
Seth might tie Roman Reigns' title reign.
We all know how good Seth is a heel, and how he'll do anything and everything to win. You add Paul Heyman to the mix, Jesus Christ.
It's too dangerous. You can't do it.
I still think they should have a Paul Heyman on a pole match.
We'll get it. Don't worry. We're working on it.
One day.
One day he'll be on a pole.
And they'll fight for him. And then they'll get bored and just leave him up there. Anyway, Noble.
Thank you. On to NXT. I'll throw my NXT card out of the way. I'll start with Jordan Grace versus Jada Parker. Which
happened?
And ended with a no contest.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So both Parker and Grace were outside the ring, and they where they ran into the NXT Women's Champion who was doing commentary, Stephanie Bakir. Which it ended with which the champion tried to hit Parker but knocked Grace instead, which is ended with a no contest.
Oh no.
I know. As the three superstars were fighting here, a returning Julia came to the ring, but knocked out Stephanie Bakir.
What?
Yeah, Julia came back. She turned heel.
Yeah, and she's gonna make her claim so she could come get her NXT Women's title back.
Okay, okay, wait a minute. I know I complain a lot. I know I complain a lot here, but wasn't she supposed to be out with an injury?
Yeah, she was injured.
She was injured, but she came back at
Injuries
a
heal.
live event.
Injuries heal, you know.
I thought her injury was like gonna be out for like months.
No one said that. It was literally a small injury. She also did. She also did have visa issues.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She came back in a live event, but then Tuesday she came back and attacked Stephanie. And well, match at Stand Deliver has confirmed it will be a fatal 4-way for the NXT Women's title. Gordon, Jada, Julia, and Stephanie.
By the way, Stand and Deliver is absolutely disrespectful because Roxanne Perez is not on the card.
Yeah,
well.
I know.
Bullshit.
That change on next Tuesday. We'll see about that. There was this segment with the women and including Roxanne. It is involved that she is going to do something about so she can add Roxanne to Stand Deliver. I don't know what, but we'll see at next week's NXT. As far as I know. Then we get the NXT Tag Team Champions Fraxium against WWE's Evolve's Tag Team Swipe Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew that. I see your confused faces. Jesus Christ.
Where's swipe left?
Yeah, wasn't. Where's swipe up?
And down.
I don't know.
You can't have a team called Swipe Right and tell us about it because we're just going to make jokes.
Exactly.
I tell you what, I want to swipe right now. This sucks.
Yep. Yeah, they're from Evolve, so none of you would know about them here.
Oh,
What's that?
On Tubi.
Tubi, yeah.
I like
into my
saying that.
opinion, shitty streaming service. Anyway,
How is it a shitty shit?
the Fraction win. They beat top right or left or up or down or all around wherever they are.
Fraxer beat Swipe Right. Just said.
Okay. So Fraction swiped left.
Yeah. Yep.
Got it.
Yep. Anyway, next match. Next qualifier match for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Qualifier. Between Jasmine Nix. Why'd I fucking mess her name up right away? Jesus motherfucking Christ. Jasmine Nix against Soruka. Oh boy.
Go on.
Who won?
So with Fatal Influence, Jasmine Nix gave her best performance of her young career, but why I messed that up again?
Snowstorm.
Snow Snatcher?
Snow Snatcher.
Way to go, Noble. Way
You
to
have
go.
one job. You have one job.
I know. Way to go, Noble.
Wait. The Soul
doing great.
Snatcher. The Soul Snatcher.
The Soul Snatcher. So Ruka to punch her ticket to Stand Deliver. God Damn,
Wait,
man,
I have a you know how her finish is called the Soul Snatcher?
yes.
Did she snatch John Cena's soul, and is she actually going to be a part of the Fox faction? Because, you know, Soul Snatcher.
Okay.
No? No? Okay, I'll shut up.
I mean,
I-
I think you're doing great.
You're doing
I'm
great.
here all week, except for
Okay.
Saturday and Tuesday and
Okay.
Friday.
Motherfucker.
Okay, next match is the Colin against everybody's favorite tag team, Hank and Tank.
Tank and Tank, Radio loves them.
I do, but I'm getting pissed off.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Hank and Tank lost again.
Oh my
Oh,
god. Shawn Michaels, you need to
Michaels.
be fired.
Were they at least in jean shorts?
They have some offense, but the culling, not the best of them.
Did they have their jean shorts?
Yes, they got their jean shorts.
Okay.
They need to be pushed now.
Bring them to the main roster.
I swear to God, like if they don't give a push on Hank
Oh my
and
god,
Tank, I
Radio.
swear-
Hank and Tank in a faction with El Grande Americano.
I bet you
I need it now.
don't give Triple H any fucking ideas. Do not give Triple H any.
Please, Triple H. Please listen to our plea.
Okay, anyway. Moving on to our NXT North American Champion, Ricky Saints.
Hey! Him.
Ricky!
Not Gibson.
Yeah, he had a promo about his championship win last week. Guess who showed up?
Who?
Who?
Lexus King,
Oh.
surprisingly. Like he was about to call out, what's his name again? Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints was about to call the page out after he attacked him title, but Lexus King came out. Then after that, it was Eddie Thorpe came out.
Huh? Why?
And after that, Wes Lee and Ethan Page.
Oh.
I know.
Shawn Michaels, what the fuck you doing?
Just give Ava the job, Sean. Just let her do it.
Well,
It would be like, give me the fucking...
all four men attack each other, and well, next week confirmed it would be Wes Lee, Ethan Page, Lexus Kane, and Eddie Thorpe. Winner faces Ricky Saints at Stand Deliver for the North American title.
Why don't they just do a fatal five-way?
Because fuck logic.
I mean, Ethan Page is going to win next week then, so we know that. Cheers. Cheers, Shawn Michaels.
And while Wesley's in the ring, his match, he's going against Shiki Namura. I'm pretty sure what his name is.
Who?
What?
Who?
It's that guy who teamed with freaking Brooks Judson.
Oh. I know
Inamura.
him.
Wait. Oh, fuck.
Inamura?
Was it? Yeah. Maybe, yeah. And,
Yoshiki Inamura.
thank you. I keep butchering Japanese names. I'm sorry.
What the fuck is this show, man?
Do not even know, dude. Anyway, Wesley pick up the win. No surprise there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if
Next
they didn't,
match
they'd be
is
thrown.
Next match is another qualifier for the Women's North American Championship ladder match. And deliver. It is Izzy Dame out of the Colling against No Quarter Catch Crews and Sinclair.
Who
I didn't see
won?
this. I fell asleep.
Yeah, Izzy Dame picks
The
up the
fuck?
win.
Okay.
Officially headed to Stand Deliver.
So all people confirmed that then, or is there still more?
I think there's still two more, I'm pretty sure.
I do those on Tuesday then. Yeah.
And that's where Roxanne gets.
Unless they do a last chance one, I hope Roxanne wins it. Yeah, maybe.
If there's a last chance, yes. But anyway, on to the main event. A team of NXT champion Opa Femi, Trick Williams, and Javon Evans against Daquan Sugars, Cutler James, and Dion Lennox, Dark State.
Oh, the new faction.
AKA the new Shield.
Timu Shield. Shield from Wish.
T-Boo. Or Tubi Shield.
Opa Femi.
Team Shield.
I fucked that up. My bad.
Way to go, radio.
Shut up.
Oh, you killed me.
No one asked you.
Who won, though? Did Timu Shield win?
Yeah, I was about to say this. Well, Opa Femi and Trick Williams both attack each other. Is the loathsome Javon Evans had to deal with Dark State, and Dark State picked up the victory.
Oh, wow.
So they bullied Javon Evans.
They bullied Javon Evans. Bad.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
Yeah, he's definitely the leader now.
Yeah, and
No.
That was
that's
his
NXT.
initiation. Now we
That was
now
That
we
was
go
an
to
interesting show.
And
Yeah.
now, with AEW.
Oh, wait, that's me, isn't it? Shit.
Up.
You fell
Yeah.
asleep.
I know for a fact
I
you have
did.
issues.
You can choose to skip
I
it if you
actually
want.
fell asleep during this show.
You can choose to skip it if you want.
I
No,
have issues with
no,
that
no,
show
no,
too.
no, no, no. No, no, no. No, no. No, 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 no.
No.
No. No, no,
No?
no.
Go right
So-
ahead.
Hey, shut up. AEW Dynamite was broadcasted on TBS and streamed on Max live from the cheap Chesapeake Employees Insurance Arena.
Fuck.
Yeah. In Baltimore.
Fuck.
Sounds like a
Fuck you,
fucking
Baltimore.
Chesapeake. I kind of hope they said cheap, so then I could be like, that's what Tony Khan is, but it says Chesapeake.
I mean, he is, but
Yeah, I
Anyway,
agree. I totally-
we had we kicked off with John Moxley.
fuck.
So, you know what he did?
What do you do?
What?
A promo
About?
backstage, not in the ring, backstage. He said, "The single greatest roster of pure talent ever assembled under one roof every week on AEW Dynamite." That's a lie. So why can't any of these guys get their act together? Because you're holding the title hostage. They excuse themselves and seek comfort without addressing the problem. You are the problem. Don't want it. We will scorch the earth before we give a single inch. You don't have any inches. Matt and Nick Jackson have returned. I don't recognize you two anymore. You'd
That's
better be
alright.
really careful before you make any moves. That was his promo.
That sucked.
I know. Also, you say he doesn't recognize Matt and Nick Jackson. They actually helped you on Sunday.
What do you mean? They look the same as they always did, John. Open your
Yeah.
fucking eyes.
Fucking
Why?
stupid ponytails, stupid clothes, stupid EVPs, Tony's bitches. Oh, he's their bitches, actually, if you think about it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Anyway, guess what was next?
What?
John Moxley again.
Oh, come on.
He was in a match
Why?
against Shibata.
I.
Why? Who asked for that?
No one.
The match went like
Nobody.
5 minutes. The match went like 5 minutes, right? And then, Shibata got put in a sleeper and Mox won. Then, Mox, he left. Whilst the Young Bucks made their entrance. So,
It-
Nicholas, because we have to call them by their birth names, Nicholas said,
Yeah.
please give it up for your AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley. No one cheered. And show some respect for the founding fathers of AEW. I was looking around for Cody, couldn't find him. The whole world is wondering why we cost Swerve the heavyweight championship. Yeah? Well, we've got a couple good reasons why we did what we did. They did not have any good reasons. They had reasons, but not good ones.
Yeah, no.
So, their first reason, we did it for our good friend, Hangman Adam Page. You're welcome. So they did it for Adam Page.
Well, that's good.
They
That's
did it
why
for The
they're-
Rock.
They did it for their people.
This is what you wanted all along. You never wanted Swerve to be champion ever again. We did that for you. We don't forget who our friends are. I think Kenny will disagree with that.
Oh, Kenny is gonna kick your fucking ass.
Oh, wait. Then Matthew spoke.
Really?
He said-
Who let him?
Himself. Moxley, I wish you would have stuck around to hear this. Moxley, Death Riders, what we did for you, we consider a peace offering. After they tried to kill the Young Bucks. Peace offering. Yeah, sure. Okay. Whatever.
And that is
We
why
got-
they're. And that is
Listen to this. The last time we saw them, they were running away from the Death Riders, right? Listen
Yeah.
to this
Yes.
line. We've got no problem with you.
Oh, really? That's a fucking lie.
Really?
And
That's
I
the
hope
reason why.
you've got no problem with us.
Really?
And that is
So, a
the reason.
5-year-old can write a better promo than this.
And that's the reason of why I called them the young fucks. Reason.
Yeah. Anyway, they continued on saying, when we were sitting at home for months, we realized we've got more in common than you think. You want to change the world, just like us. You need to change your company first, bro.
Yeah.
And John, I'm impressed. Watching you, I saw you do what we could not do. You succeeded in taking over AEW. Yeah, you let him. So last Sunday was our elevator pitch to you and the Death Riders. Could you imagine the team synergy if the Elite and the Death Riders were together as one? Please help me, God. No.
No.
So, John, I'm asking you to come back out to the ring with your boys and let's further discuss a little business. So, guess what?
What?
They called out Jon Moxley. Out comes Kenny Omega. So then, Kenny says, so you did this for all your friends, huh? Mox, Hanger. You forgot to do me. But I remember the last time we met, and if memory serves me correctly, it was when you pushed me off a stretcher that was taking me to a hospital. And I never forget. When I came back to AEW, I said it was for my legacy and the safety of this company, not for revenge. What we're trying to do is bring back the feeling. Not with Jon Moxley champion, you're not.
Feeling of what? Nausea or fucking-
Tiredness, headaches. You
extreme
know,
diarrhea by the sounds of it.
they're disrespecting our intelligence. Like, come on. Anyway, he went, the last time we saw you on AEW, we saw you shredding some documents. Ooh, what were those? Probably see on Punk's contract.
Yeah.
We all know how these guys live. They love bragging about their money. Yes, you were tearing up receipts of private jet and other luxury items, but it doesn't matter. The part that matters is that if it wasn't because of the Death Riders, it was you two that almost killed the company that I almost gave my life and soul for.
Ooh.
Falling them. Ow!
No.
Burn.
I'm still looking for Cody at this point though, because you know they said the founding fathers. I'm still can't find Cody anywhere.
You know, I heard he was somewhere.
Yeah, I think he's in the other place.
What's the other place? Oh,
Starts with
TNA?
the W. No, it starts with the W. Apparently, I don't know. Anyway, Kenny went on to say.
Evolve.
Kenny talked a lot. Okay. He went, quite frankly, now that we've gotten to this point, I could go on and on. Let's just cut out the middleman and I'll come to the ring and we'll fight. You think Kenny, you know, after the way he treated them, he'd shout at them, he'd be pissed, right?
Yeah.
He said it in a nice, normal tone. I'll come to the ring and we'll fight. Grow up. Then, the coin. We heard the coin drop. The
Oh,
Rainmaker. There's no rain, but he's the Rainmaker. Okada's music began to play, and Okada came down to the ring. Kenny's in a tough situation now because, you know, he's got bitch number 1, bitch number 2, and bitch number 3. You can pick which one's which. But Swerve's music hit, and Swerve and Prince Nana jumped into the ring from behind. Oh, Kenny's got backup. Okada and the Bucks retreated like the little cowards they are. Swerve and Omega fist bumped, showing respect to another. Swerve said, I now pronounce it, 'tis now buck hunting season. You couldn't leave well enough alone, could you? I dealt with you last year. And then the bastard Pac ambushed Swerve and kicked him from behind. That's the end of that whole segment. So,
The
thoughts
fuck?
on that, guys? Anything you want to take away from that?
This is bullshit.
Bullshit.
The fact that we had to see John Moxley twice. Oh, God.
I know. I want to see the ratings
Don't
for
get
that
me wrong.
part.
It's
I
excruciating pain.
I love John Moxley. I like, honestly, John Moxley. I mean, I can't deny when he was in WWE, he was one of the best, but now he's just boring.
I know.
Doesn't end there, though.
Boring.
We got AEW World Trios Champion, the bastard Pac versus Swerve Strickland. You're like, yeah, okay, these two can go. These two are good wrestlers.
Yeah.
This match sucks.
Just-
Swerve swarmed Pac in the corner with strikes and followed up with snake eyes and then a high boot to the jaw. Swerve whipped Pac into the steel barricades and then into the ring steps. Swerve buckled on Pac into the corner. Pac injured his foot or leg and entered the ring. Swerve caught him with a thrust kick and then Swerve stopped to pick up the pin. That was it.
That sounds like that sucked.
But he got injured, and they might have cut it though, because he got injured.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe if that was the plan, then screw them. But if he got injured and they cut it, then fair enough. Then we had John Moxley's wife backstage, Renee. She was there to interview Hangman Adam Page. By the way, he wears the same thing every week. I'm starting to think he doesn't have a home.
He doesn't.
She's like live outside or something. I don't know.
Yes.
Anyway, Page stormed past her and looked for Swerve. He entered Swerve's locker and guess who he found?
Who?
Prince Nana.
What?
Yeah. Page told, he went, hey Nana, tell Swerve if he thinks about getting involved next week, I will pick up where we left off. Prince Nana said, there's something I wanted to tell you for the last year. I can't speak for Swerve, but I really regret. And Page went, stop. And then walked away.
Regret what?
I don't know. Oh, you're not ready for this, Vader. You're not ready for this.
What, is this where you fell asleep?
No, but you're not ready for this.
What?
We had a $400,000 explosive 8-man tag match.
Huh?
I.
Alright, hold on, hold on. A $400,000
Explosive 8-man tag match.
Makes it $400,000.
What the fuck?
Basically, the winning team got $100,000 each. There was 4 members on the team. So it was a $400,000 explosive 8-man tag match.
Hey, here's some money since we can't pay you in your contracts. Hey.
So it was Mike Bailey, Will Ospreay, Mark Briscoe, and Kevin Knight versus Ricochet, the Beast Mortals, Action Andretti, and Leo Hirsch. I'm not going to read all of this. I'm just going to read who won.
Yeah, just say who wins.
Oh, they all did slap Ricochet on his head at the same
Yes.
Oh,
They need to do that more often.
time. Who won? Oh, Will Ospreay's team won. They also said what they were going to spend their money on. Will Ospreay said he was going to go to Disneyland or Disney World.
Why?
Mark Briscoe said something stupid.
What?
Kevin Knight said, I can't remember. And Mike Bailey said he was going to buy some shoes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
As long as you get shoes. Yeah.
Next up, we had the AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Hurt Syndicate celebration. Also, we never saw the money for that, so I don't know if they actually got the money.
Tony's like, fuck it, you don't need it.
But that made no sense coming out of, like, you know, the pay-per-view. Why is that there? Anyway, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP came down to the ring. MVP went, ladies and gentlemen of the AEW viewing. They were all asleep by this time, mate. This is an official announcement from the Hurt Syndicate. Oh, God. Punks jump up to get beat down. I thought CM Punk was going to come out then. 2 more challengers stepped up and 2 more got beat down. So right now, if you would all be so kind in joining me in a toast to celebrate yet another successful title defense, then the man of the hour came out. MJF's music hit. I'm like, okay, here we go. MJF's here. This is about to be cool. You know, he was in his suit. And then he stood in line with him. And he looked so out of place. He went, hey guys,
I wonder why.
You heard, but we hurt people, baby.
What the?
Look at us dipping in gold. You're welcome. Tony Khan wanted me to do the Owen Hart tournament? I don't think so. I work smarter, not harder. Now that I'm rolling with a syndicate, I get to cut the line. I scratch your backs, and now you guys help me on. You guys get to help little old me. And then Lashley went, shut up, Max.
Ooh.
Everybody saw that what you did last weekend. You tried to help us, but you didn't get the job done. So, Max, that is yet another reason why we don't need you. MJF went, it's cool. It's cool. Don't point at me, Bob. I think he's the only person.
Don't point at me, Bob.
He'd be the only person that gets away with that. I like how we went, it's cool. Don't point at me, Bob. He did it in his MJF voice, though, you know?
Yeah, don't yell at me, Nob.
Anyway, MVP went, everybody chill for a second. Max, we go way back. In order for you to join the syndicate, you have to get 3 thumbs up. You guys already know how I feel. Shelton. So MVP gave the thumbs up. Shelton then gave a sideways thumb. So we're like, ooh, is he going to go thumbs up or is he going to go thumbs down? Guess what he did, Radio? Take a guess.
Shelton or Bob?
Yeah. Shelton.
Thumbs up.
No, he went thumbs down.
Oh, what a bitch.
And then they all left the ring, leaving MJF frustrated and by himself. Then Renee was back. She was backstage with Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford said that was a taste of defeat on Sunday, but it changes nothing. Everything is just going to get worse. This division won't move on because Megan won't let it. Megan Bayne went, I will make you all bow down.
Really?
That's it. Then, Tony Storm. Yes. We had Thunder Rosa was Chris Statlander with Tony Storm on commentary. So, I need to remember what she said. I can't remember what she said. Hold on, I'm going to find what she said.
Hold on.
I put it in here last night. Oh yeah, she called the women's division a slop tart factory.
Yeah, that seems about right.
She also said she lost 3 inches, and then she looked at Tony Schiavone and she gained all 3 back. I don't know what that means. But yeah, Chris Statlander won that match.
Oh yeah, by the way, she also said, please kids, do try this at home when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah, she did do that. And she also gave Taz or Excalibur their keys, because somehow she had their keys.
She also said, I love Texas because it's big, just like my big package that no one kicked out of yet.
Moving on. Don Callis.
Bitch.
Don Callis radio. He was
Fuck him.
backstage with Kyle Fletcher and Takeshita. Don Callis says, the protostar here already beat Mark Briscoe, and the Alpha will beat Brody King. The Don Callis family, given the rash of injuries taking place, is accepting potential new members. Ooh.
Cough, Don. Get
You
out.
want to be a new member?
Don, you bald son of a bitch.
Next, we had TNT champion Adam Cole backstage with Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong.
Fuck them.
Roderick Strong said, I think it's about time we have our own moment, Kyle. And Kyle went, and you will, Roddy. I stand before you, the face of TNT. No, wait, Adam Cole said that, sorry. I stand before you, the new face of TNT. The new
I say
TNT
where?
champion. And this is just the start of it for us. We are the Paragon, and that is undisputed. Cringe. Next up was TV time with the learning tree. Says
Son of a
Jericho.
bitch.
You will respect him. He is way better than El
He
Grande
left.
Americano ever has been. Yeah? Well, El Grande Americano is going to lose to him as Terry.
Yeah, he is.
See? Anyway. Jericho says...
Oh, fuck no.
No.
We're not
Jericho
moving on until you fucking change your opinion.
No.
You stay there and be quiet.
Blue.
Jericho said, I am the legendary Chris
That's
Jericho.
bullshit.
I am no longer the Ring of Honor World Champion.
What's bullshit?
On Sunday, I lost my match. Thank you, Captain Obvious. He said, I lost my tooth, and I lost my title. He lost his tooth. And even though that's very disappointing to me, I have to give credit where credit is due. Congrats, Bandido. You pulled it off. After months of conflict, Bandido was victorious, of course, with the intrusive assistance of his sister and his mother. I get it. He's got his family, and I've got mine. So I'm going to bring them out right now. Please welcome Big Bill and Brian Keith.
Yay.
So, they came out. Big Bill's very big. He's tall. I was hoping that all three of us would have championships here tonight. You didn't win at Dynasty, and that's why I wanted to. And then Big Bill interrupted, going, look, Chris, I already know what you're going to say. You're angry. You have every right to be angry. I'm angry. In fact, I've been getting really angry a lot lately. Jesus, they need to take anger management. You need to hear this, Chris. I have the utmost respect for you. That is why I decided to join the learning tree, because I wanted to learn from you. But I did not sign up to be your punching bag whenever things go wrong. Yeah, you did. So if we are out here so that you can teach us something, by all means, go ahead. Teach. But if we're out here so you can berate us, then let me know right now and I can leave. And I know Brian Keith feels the exact same way. Jericho went, do you, Brian? Because that's not why that's not why I brought either of you out here. I believe in you, and when I said I wanted you to win the tag titles, I meant it. I handpicked both of you to stand by me and teach you. Your potential, your future world champions, no, they're not. Your victories are my victories, and your failures are my failures. I lost the Ring of Honor World Championship on Sunday, and you weren't there. Some might say it's your fault that I lost that match. Blaming others, of course he is. But I'm not saying that. Yeah, you are. I don't believe that at all. It's okay. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Then Jericho began to smash the TV monitor with his baseball bat. And he said, I'm disappointed in you, and until you change that, I think it's best that I leave. Then he left.
Oh, wow.
Don't know what the TV monitor did, though.
What did the TV monitor do?
I don't know. Anyway, Alicia Atu, MJF's girlfriend, was backstage with the Hurt Business, giving them an interview. Bobby went, I don't like MJF, and we don't need him. Shelton went, you're right, we don't need anybody, but little George Costanza is kind of funny.
George Costanza, it's a...
Anyway, MJF went, I'm a little bit perturbed? I don't know. He used a big word. Why do I keep getting treated like some punk? Oh my god, where was CM Punk? Still didn't see him. MVP went, they know who you are, but this is business. And in the world of business, you get your consumer, you find what they want, and you give it to them. Yeah. Don't worry, we're at the main event. So, the main event. What main event
Is
this is?
this what the fans asked for?
Do you tell me if you ask for this, okay, when I tell you what it is? Okay?
Okay.
The Death Riders, Claudio and Wheeler versus Hook and Samoa Joe. Did you ask for that?
Wait, one more time?
Claudio and Wheeler versus Hook and Samoa Joe.
Who the fuck asked for that?
Nobody did.
No, I don't.
Payne did. Anyway, Claudio scoop slammed Hook. What bitch. Hook called Claudio with a T-bone suplex.
Oh,
I don't even know what that means. Oh, Hook was about to lock Yuta in the head to him. But guess what, radio?
What?
John Moxley's back. She came down to the ring to distract the opposition. Shibata sprinted towards to even up the odds. Yeah.
Oh, come the fuck. Dude,
She
get
brought up-
Moxley off the fucking show.
Shibata put Mox in a chokehold. Yeah.
Good, hopefully he got
Well-
choked the fuck out.
Hook locked the red drum on Yuta and homeless. Wheeler, homeless Yuta. Tapped out.
Yes, he is. He looks like he's almost a
But that's not it.
bitch. What?
For the match, Marina Shafir jumped in the ring with a steel chair and hit Samoa Joe with a cheap shot.
Okay, that bitch needs to disappear.
Claudio planted Hook with a neutralizer on a steel chair. And then
No
the Death
shit.
Riders smirked and ran off before the Orbs could get to them.
She can leave.
Then Samoa Joe grabbed the mic and said, Death Riders, you cowardly SOBs. We came here to get into a fist fight, and it seems like the Death Riders are cowards. So I say we make it really simple. The Ops versus the Death Riders, and we're coming for the Trios Championship. End of show.
oh,
So, that was shit.
Yeah, that sounds like the worst fucking. Like, come on.
So,
That's
they
why it gets
come,
an F.
this is where I talk to Tony Khan directly, okay?
mm-hmm.
Because someone needs to, talk to him.
I'm awake now.
Basically, so Tony, you
What? Wait, hold on. Let me press
No.
record real quick.
Tony, you put on a shit pay-per-view, and then you follow up with this show up. So first of all, you lied to us by saying you listened to the fans. Well, why is John Moxley still champion then? Because no one wanted it, right?
Right.
No one asked for that, and if you did, you're part of the problem, and you're an AEW scumbag. So, you then follow up with this show, and you start off the show with John Moxley? Did you not learn your lesson? Like, what the hell? Also, where the fuck was FTR? Like, they didn't explain themselves. Where were they? No explanation, no continuation of that storyline. Kenny Omega looked like he did not want to be there because he actually doesn't want to be there. So basically, Tony, what I'm telling you is, you suck.
Yeah.
And you're nothing more than a fan who has money, your daddy's money. Let's get that clear. It's not your money, it's your dad's money. Because AEW is on your daddy's credit card, not yours. But yeah, it's your dad's money. You're nothing but a fan. You're a mark. You sign this guy, you sign that guy, you sign that girl, you sign that girl, and you don't use them. You know, there was no Mercedes on this show. There was no FTR on this show. Like, come on. Who asked for 2 segments with John Moxley? Who asked for a John Moxley match? Nobody did. And then the Young Bucks, don't get me started on fucking Young Bucks, right? You bring them back to cost Swerve the title, to help John Moxley, and then the explanation you give us is we did it for Hangman. Really? They did it for Hangman. I don't think Hangman cares about you.
Nope.
I don't think you care about Hangman.
Oh,
I don't think Kenny likes you. I don't think anyone likes you. You're just Tony's lackeys, and he's your bitch.
Oh,
You know? You ran away from John Moxley. You ran away from the Death Riders. And then Tony's got an idea, like, let's bring them back. Let's have them help John Moxley and the Death Riders. No. No. This company is dying a slow death. And there's one person involved. And there's one person that's at blame for that. And surprisingly, it's not CM Punk. It's Tony Khan. You're killing your own company. And someone needs to sit you down and talk to you, take the pen away from you, because you keep writing any more of these shows, this company's going to die quicker than WCW did. Okay? And it's been there for the same amount of time, but it's still somehow going to die quicker than WCW did. Okay? Okay. Now we got that part of the way. Fuck you, Tony Khan. Fuck you, John Moxley. Fuck you, AEW. I don't care. Gloves are coming off, man. I don't give a shit anymore. This is goddamn awful TV. This is a disrespect to our intelligence. You expect us to sit here every Wednesday and watch your show? We do. Why? Because we love pro wrestling. What you give us is a circus. You don't give us pro wrestling. You give us a circus. And you're sitting in the back, drinking whatever beverage you're drinking, probably your own tears because you know your company's dying. But you sit back there and you think putting that on television is wise and is normal and it's allowed? No, it's not. You need to fix up your shit. You're going into Double or Nothing. Then you're going into All In. If this carries on, no one's going to give a shit about Double or Nothing. And no one's going to give a shit about All In either. You had one job on Sunday, and that was take the title off of Moxley. Did you do it? No. Why? Because you're a coward. You hide behind the big stars. You're like, John Moxley, big star him, give him my belt. It doesn't work like that. Once the fans don't care, you need to listen, man. Pro wrestling is about all the fans. You say you listen to us. Radio didn't ask for John Moxley to win.
No.
Des didn't ask for John Moxley to win.
nope.
Nobody. Do you want John Moxley to win?
hell no!
Payne probably did because he's a fake wrestling fan. But that's besides the point. But yeah, it's all about the fans. We don't want the Young Bucks. They're a wash tag team. They're never going to be as good as the Usos. They never have been as good as the Usos. They're just there because they founded the company. And let me tell you, I know radio's going to hate me for this, right? But Kenny, Matt, and Nick, they're all losers. Cody, as much as I hate Cody, I'm going to give him a compliment. Cody Rhodes was the reason that company succeeded in the first place. He's gone. None of you know what you're doing. Tony is just the money man who sits there throwing his money around. He's like, I'm going to sign Will Ospreay. I'm going to sign Okada. I'm going to sign Mercedes. Yeah? What are you done with Okada?
Rich gimmick.
Bitch.
You hadn't come out then call people bitch. The only bitch here is you. You know? So, I'll leave you with
Hey,
this.
what the fuck did Kenny do? Kenny wasn't involved in that.
Kenny's an EVP. He's a part of this problem. I'll
Fair
leave you
enough.
with this. I'll leave you with this. Okay, Tony. You need to fix this company, right? You need to take the title off of John Moxley. That's a good start. You do that, interest levels will go from like 0 to 0.1, but it's still better, Still better. And then you take MJF away from the Hurt Syndicate, because why the fuck is he with them? Why the fuck is he still there? I don't know. Anyway, Tony, you need to fix your company. You need to fix your shit, because at this rate, your company's going to die. Triple H is laughing at you, and he's not even doing good himself. Shawn Michaels is laughing at you, and he's not doing good himself. We're all laughing at you too. Because us, right, me, Radio Noble, sometimes Peyton, can book better wrestling shows on a 2K game than you can in real life.
Axe.
And that's quite sad. So, Kenny, Matthew, Nicholas, or Bitch 1, Bitch 2, and Tony Khan, fix your shit, fix your company, or you're going to die a slow death, and no one will miss you. I'm not going to miss you if you go. If AEW disappeared, I'm not going to miss you. Do I want you to succeed? Yes. But as long as Tony Khan is the one writing the shows, AEW ain't going nowhere. Now my voice hurt, now my throat's hurt, now my head hurts, so I'm going to shut up, and fuck you, Tony Khan.
Okay.
And with that, that's where we're gonna end it today.
I'm done.
Today's
That was a lot.
Jesus Christ.
That was a
Wasn't
lot.
That was
expecting
a lot. I even gave Cody Rhodes a compliment. What the fuck's wrong with me?
yeah.
I know,
Wait, hold
I
on.
know, you're not okay. I
I'm
know.
telling you guys.
That's the most shocking part.
Next week.
I wanted to shout, but it's like 1 a.m, so I couldn't shout.
You didn't see me hold this F for a long period of time here.
But
Yeah, well,
Everyone-
someone has to say it, right? And I
Next-
hope someone else next week has another hand on Tony
Next
Khan.
week-
That's not me, because my voice hurts.
next week's the
Tony
big
Khan
one.
deserves
But
this.
yeah, that was this week's pro wrestling, people. And we're 1 week out from, well,
Next week's the big one.
the show the show that people call the biggest show of the year, but it's probably the most boring WrestleMania of all time. No one will change my mind on that. WrestleMania sucks this year, and I'm glad I'm missing it.
Okay.
That's all Triple H's fault. You're not getting away with this, bald fraud. Hate you too.
Alright, we're gonna wrap it up now. Alright, so
Wrap it up.
I'm going another rant on him in a minute.
nope. Anyway, big thank you to all of our sponsors.
And it.
No, but genuinely though, next week, next Thursday is WrestleMania predictions.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Yep.
Next weekend is WrestleMania.
Can't fucking
Yeah.
wait.
John Cena's back on Friday, not tomorrow, next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how WrestleMania goes. We'll be here Saturday and Sunday. Well, I won't, but they'll be here
Yeah.
Saturday
We'll be here.
and Sunday for WrestleMania. So you also better be here and join them.
So right
And be here Thursday too.
And if you're not here, come. Anyway, so
Yeah, if you're not here, radio will go on a hunt on you.
but alright. Big thank you to all of our sponsors. Big thank you to everyone that tunes in. Make sure you guys check out all the links in the description below. Make sure you guys tune in Sunday over on my channel for our 2K League.
Oh yeah, go watch that because we had some crazy botches.
NBA.
The one that we just did. It was funny.
Not only that, but our NBA 2K League, we have some great matchups Sunday, which includes Liam and his Cavaliers taking on the Kings, and then Noble and his Celtics taking on the Knicks.
I used to him at WrestleMania too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dual
Except
stream.
we won't have the face cams over on my channel.
No, the
Over
first one
on
will be here, but
yeah.
he'll also be live.
Yeah.
Yep.
And maybe we'll have
Alright.
a house. Maybe we'll have a house. Who knows?
But we gotta get out of here now. So
Bye.
yeah.
Take care.
Always the best of the best
Have a
in
good
life.
night.
See you guys
Wrestle
next time on
Arc
the Wrestle Arc Podcast. Wrestle Arc out.
Bye.
I stole pain sting again.
Of course you did.